Hello members, Dan Lloyd here, Director of Agronomy with the Country Club of St. Albans, here with the Agronomy Update. Haven't seen you in a couple weeks, we haven't done a video, so nice to be back. Hope you've been enjoying golf courses this summer. We're into a really hot week, hot and humid, and we did catch a storm last night. Unfortunately, I didn't really want that storm, and I recognize that all I really do in this segment is complain about the weather. Either it's too dry or too wet, or we got too much rain, or too much too fast, and that's kind of what superintendents do. We're kind of babies who just complain about the weather a lot. But the storm last night, it left some debris, washed bunkers. We can fix all that. But what I didn't really want is excess moisture on the greens. But checking through today, everything drained pretty well. So that's a big testament to our aerification practices, the drill and fill, and some of the work we've been doing to clear out drains. And we're doing some more of that today, just making sure everything's draining, because on a hot, humid week like this, if you have water that's not moving through the profile and draining out, that's really unhealthy for bent grass. It just leads to disease, and that root zone really needs some oxygen to be healthy. And then there is airflow today, at least here on the back nine of Lewis. We've always got these spots where there's not airflow. That's why we're getting some fans out there. But that's extra important on a week like this, because when it's hot and there's not a lot of air movement, the enzyme in part of the photosynthetic process that grabs the CO2 out of the air and uses it for photosynthesis and releases the oxygen, that one gets a little confused. And what it'll do is it'll actually grab oxygen out of the air and then cleave that in half, and then you've got these free radicals, these oxygen molecules running around and just wreaking havoc in the plant. So that's what we're trying to avoid. So that's why these weeks kind of scare superintendents. Luckily we haven't had like a 2-3 week stretch of it. We'll get a few days and it'll cool off a little bit, and we'll catch a break, and the grass will catch a break. But we were really healthy going in. We've been a little conservative this summer. Greens maybe aren't as fast as we would like them to be, although both courses are rolling really nice today. And we're feeling good that we're about to flip the calendar to August. Days are getting a little shorter. Eventually nights will get a little cooler, and summer's flying by, honestly. So it's been kind of an unusual year with the storms. A lot of bunker work this year. We're a little behind on some of the other things we'd like to be doing, like controlling weeds and just some details. But all in all, the courses are looking pretty good, and I hope you're enjoying them. Remember, when it's hot like this, it's extra important to fix ball marks, because they can, an unfixed ball mark is just going to dry out really fast. And on a day like this, even if we fix it the next morning, it's a little late, and before you know it, we've got a big dead spot on the green. So a little extra care in fixing ball marks when it's hot. And then also times like this, you can kind of see cart traffic in the rough. So try to keep those carts in the zoysia as much as possible. And we are restricted today, but I expect we'll be open again tomorrow with this wind. So, all right, I hope you're enjoying your courses. Look forward to seeing you out there. Thanks.